right. I do believe that I'm live right now. Okay, so how is it going? It's kind of a late stream right now, but it's all good. So yeah, I didn't stream earlier today, so I figured I'd stream a little bit right now, uh, because I had to take care of a couple things with my little saltwater tank, because luckily I checked the water temperature because the heater somehow became unplugged. All right, the heater became unplugged. So clear off my desk here. So yeah, my heater. I found my heater was unplugged. Right. So uh, I took the temperature in there, and the temperature reading was like 64 degrees in this tank right here. Okay. And I was just like, holy shit. So it's still chilly, but I have the heater back on. I even took some hot water and uh, put it in there, like hot, the RO water, heated it up. So hopefully it brought the temperature up. Well, I feel like it did a little bit. So uh, the fish are actually swimming around right now, which is good. Which is good. Um, so yeah, some other news with the baby angels. They are doing okay so far. Um, oh man. So who else is up right now? Who else is up on this day? What's that going on right there? I need to get a haircut. So what else is who's got what's going on? Basically, what's going on? Like I said, I was trying to stream earlier, but didn't really work out. So huh. So what's going on? What's going on? It's a late stream. All right. So I'll just in case anybody didn't hear it, my heater was unplugged, so this water temperature was down. It's my saltwater tank, and I found out it was down to 63, 64 degrees, and so I acted pretty quickly and took some of my RO water, heated it up, all right, and then I poured it in here. So it's still a little cold, but I got my heaters on, and it should be heating up. And I was like, holy shit. Uh, yeah, so my long arm anemone didn't make it. I lost it, unfortunately. I was hoping it would pull through. Yeah, so just be careful because I have my heater plugged into a extension cord. Hey S, what's going on, man? So I was just talking about this 30-gallon saltwater tank. Um, I happened to notice whenever I was moving this tank, I put the heater on um, an extension cord. So I tested the water. Luckily, I touched the water and it was cold as hell. So I lost my long arm anemone, which sucks. Um, so yeah, I didn't have my heater plugged into the actual power surge like where all the other stuff's plugged in. It's plugged in across the room, and I looked and it was unplugged, and I was like, holy shit, man. So I think I lost that. Um, Luckily, none of the fish died because I was checking my other tank where the baby angelfish. I got the baby angels in there right now, and they look like they're doing okay. In the 20-gallon right behind this. So they've hatched. Um, they're just wiggling, kind of swimming just a little bit. So I do need to get some little brine shrimp to put in there. And, but yeah, I mean, they're doing okay. It's the first time I had any angelfish, like red angelfish. So that's pretty cool. Hopefully that works out. It's been, like I said, it's going okay right now. But so what's going on? What's going on? I try to get on here and stream when you know nobody else is, but I think one other person is that I know of. But yeah, just trying to do a stream before before I go to sleep, basically. You know, but I'm just glad that tomorrow uh, we're actually going we're actually going to eat. Like Thanksgiving tomorrow, somewhere else instead of cooking. So I'm good. I'm good with that. Hopefully the people working tomorrow do get some pretty good overtime pay, like double time for working tomorrow, wherever they're working at. But that's the plan for tomorrow. And I got to do a water change in my 65-gallon that has the flower horn. I got to do a water change in that. Do for that. Do for that. And I was noticing inside of my 55, I seem to be missing a Tetra, one of those Sarpe Tetras. And let me see if I can turn this bad boy around here so I can show. Let's see here. Let's go to settings. All right, here we go. Camera. Oh, wait. All right. I don't know if y'all can. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, you should be able to. All right. So I haven't had that little cheesy thing plugged in a while. So it just has like the lights coming out the eyes. It's like some little cyborg skull thing you got from PetSmart, and then that little ornament right there. But I am missing a Tetra in here. I had two. Okay, I had more than that a long time ago, but unfortunately, you know. Um, oh, thanks. Appreciate it. So yeah, this piece of wood. Yeah, the Siamese algae eaters. I mean, I've had them for a long time, but I only have one in this tank right now. right? I only have one in here. I have two other ones down in my 150 gallon. There's two down there, but I only have one of them up here. They were all were together, but I don't know. I was just told that they do a pretty good job, just helping regulate a little bit of algae and stuff. But I'm not sure what do you like when you say be careful with them. Like what are you referring to as far as that? Are you talking about um, if they clean it too well, or make sure they're in a big enough tank, or what? There's the two. There's the two angels right there. Let me see if I can. I have to share this light with the other tank. Bring this light over here in this 20 gallon, so I get me a new light. All right, so I did a water change in this, and I still have I put some food in here, but I have a whole bunch of they're ferocious eating. Yeah, everything. Yeah, yeah, that's what I've noticed. They do eat everything. All right, so let me see if I can show you this. I know I kept the gravel out. There's a little bit of sand in there, right? I don't know if you could see them. It's gonna be kind of hard to see them. I don't know if you can see anything wiggling down there. I don't know if you can see them. See them wiggling down there? You can probably. Those are the baby angels right there. Hey Brandon, what's up? Hey Patty, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. I'm just showing off the these are the baby angelfish that I have in the 20 gallon. You can see, I don't know if you can see them squirming down there. Right, where they at? Right there. Yeah, there's more. They're kind of scattered around. But the trouble I've been having is see all the all the just debris at the bottom there. At this point right now, I can't really. It's really hard to clean that out. I don't want to risk. I have to do it very carefully. Kind of stir it up. Take a little net. Make sure there's if it's up here, if I stir it and get stuff up here, just get a little net and make sure I don't get the baby angels because they will float around with it. I've noticed, but I do need to get some. I guess some brine shrimp for a little bit. That's or some kind of worms or something. All right, Brandon. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. So yeah, as far as the baby angels, I don't. This is the first time I've done this, bred angels. So I don't know how long it takes them to grow. I know, obviously a while. The only thing I've actually done was uh, the convicts, right? The convict cichlids. That's the only thing I've ever bred, not intentionally, of course, but I can guarantee you, probably down in the 150 gallon. Um, there's two polar blue convicts. Guarantee you, the they probably have some babies in this little hiding place that they got. And yes, there's other fish in there too. Keep the water clean and feed them. Yeah, that's. I just did the water change today. Doesn't look like too much in here. Nothing special, but very So yeah, just keeping with the water changes. But let me show you real quick. Unfortunately, what happened today with my 30-gallon salt water. If I can turn this light back on, here we go. So like I said, it looks pretty bad right now. All right. Um, the heater was unplugged. I found out it was unplugged. If I know I just mentioned it to you, S, but if whoever's else watching, but this like I had a huge explosion in like some red algae because I don't know if it's the red algae, it's because if the water temperature drops, because I like I said I had it plugged into an extension, and I found out it was unplugged. So my long arm anemone, unfortunately, he's in this net right here, but see, it's didn't make it, which sucks. But luckily, I brought the temperature back up, and luckily that one's okay. Luckily they're all okay. This guy right here, right, and then there's Molly, and there's some Dalmatian Mollies, 3 of them back there. The 2 clownfish are okay. I think those are the wait, that blue one right there, the damsel. There's another blue one. I got to clean this glass off really bad. But I did get some stuff where I can put in this tank that will help treat, I guess, kill the bacteria that grows the red algae, right? So I gotta put that in there and treat this tank. But it looks like that coral right there is doing okay, I want to say. And then where's it at? This one was out earlier, but he retracted back in or something. Went back in, that Duncan, and then this one. And honest to tell you the truth, I don't know if that hard coral, I don't know if it's dead or not. I can't tell. It still has color. It's still green. I'm not really the best with corals just yet. I'm slowly getting into them, but I don't think I'm going to pursue corals. I don't think I want it to be a full-time thing. You know what I mean? Because I just, hang on a second. I'm trying to get this thing set up right here. I got this, right? And I'm going to clean off this glass right here. These things are great. These little magnet cleaners, right? Do for it. But yeah, it seems like whatever this thing was turned off, the heater, man, I noticed. That's why I noticed like this huge like just explosion in like the red algae or green. I'm getting the green algae fuzz up here, which I don't think that's necessarily good. I don't think it is. Clean this off. Getting better. Just need to get this water to heat up quicker. You know. So what's everybody doing up? Past y'all's bedtime? Just kidding. No, I don't. I don't have to work tomorrow. I'm thankful for that for Thanksgiving. But I do work Friday. Uh, I just started my new job on Monday, so I'm pretty stoked about that. Which is the same thing I've been doing. I just went from a contractor position to a GS position, government G. So I'm happy about that. So cleaning off this glass, it looks better. It looks better. The fish are actually swimming around a little bit better. But unfortunately, I lost my long arm anemone when my heater went out, and that sucks. It sucks. Yeah, my wife was like, she didn't like, that thing kind of freaked her out. I'm like, why? It's just a long arm anemone. You know what I'm saying? So, oh man, have y'all ever got your finger pinched by one of these things? Yeah, it kind of sucks, right? Kind of sucks. But I've been trying to get an idea what to do with this thing a little bit better, right? What to do with this tank right here? Okay, this is just the, um, it's my 30-gallon salt water, and I'm doing horrible. I'm doing horrible with corals. So I don't like if something happens to these corals right here, like that one, and that one. I don't like again. I don't know if that one's. I kind of jumped into corals, and I don't know if I don't think I want to keep doing corals. Okay, I don't think corals is really my thing. Uh, if anything, if I don't stay with saltwater after like a while, and if I don't I mean obviously I don't want anything to happen to my other saltwater tank downstairs because I got some tangs and some wrasse in there. But I don't think I'm going to stick with saltwater. Probably, I will definitely stay with fresh. But I might stick with this little 30-gallon saltwater. But I don't think I'm going to stay with corals if something happens to these. I don't think I'm going to. You know, and it's crazy because I spent, or maybe I'll keep this. I spent the money on the lights, on the good lights for reef tanks for a large tank, but it's just not like the corals. They look awesome. Like when you see somebody else's corals, they look great. Like if I go to the aquarium store and I see the display one, they have all the full grown corals. It looks awesome as hell, right? But man, just to maintain that, at least for me, uh, you know, and 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 for I've noticed that I have to fill that water up every couple of days because the sump that I made for the 90-gallon, it or water, evaporates and the water gets low where the return pump is, and then it just blows air out of it, right? So it's like every other day, almost every day, every other day, I'm just putting more water into it, and I don't keep the light on too much on the one downstairs because there's no corals in it. It's just it's a Fowler tank, so uh, it still goes through water, and I don't keep. It's not really by a window with light with the light coming in all that much, but yeah, with the sump it just uses water. Like somehow it's crazy. So I don't know if I'm gonna stick with saltwater like reef, or maybe if I like I said if I do stick with saltwater, it's just gonna be like this little 30-gallon after a while because I kind of like having this sitting right next to my desk, my messy desk right here, and then my 20-gallon, and then I got my 55 right there. Okay, so like I said, these are the baby angels that are in there, and this is just the 55 with the two angels, that one Siamese, a couple glowfish, the gold dust molly, and what else is in there? Not too much else. I mean, not too much else is going on in there, right? But yeah, I mean, I like this. I like this. I think the 30-gallon salt water for small fish is good. It's good enough for me. But I'm definitely gonna obviously stick with freshwater, and I'm super excited that downstairs in my 150, I have right. I have uh, the three baby Oscars. 3 baby Oscars. And yes, they're going to be in a 150, which is, I would say, the limit, the minimum requirement for 3. But they'll be fine. And they're going to also have 2 blood parrots, a gold Severum, and there is also a one of the bigger algae eaters, and that thing's like about 6 inches long right now, 7. So it's definitely got to stay down there, right? So yeah, it's I already noticed they're starting to grow a little bit, the baby Oscars, a little bit, but quickly. They're growing fast. And I can't wait to see when they're bigger. They're going to be so awesome. Like, I think Oscars are one of my favorites. As far as baby fish go, Oscars are my favorite. Like as far as baby fish go, those are my favorite right there. Does this one look pregnant? Kind of does, right? Kind of does. Where'd she go? Where'd that Molly go? Molly, where are you at? There she is, back there. Oh, she's pregnant or just bloated? You know, she looks. Where's she at? Right there, between those rocks. She looks pregnant. Has she been like? Oh shoot, what's that? I can't tell. She's squared off, right? Oh wait, where's she at? She's squared off. I'm trying to get a good angle of it here. See, she's squared off, kind of. So I don't know. I mean, I really don't have something to put her in. Well, no, that's a lie. I do have one of those little plastic breeder boxes. I get that float up here. I could put her in to see if, I had her in there like days ago, and she looked like that. She looked like, I know it takes a little while. See how they're hanging out. She's hanging out near the heater. It's still, it's going to take a while for this to heat back up. And the thing is, I don't have an extra heater. I need to buy spares. I know I got a spare somewhere, though. The poor long-armed anemone. It's in the net. Oh, man. Oh, man. Anybody else here got a saltwater tank or ever had one? I don't know what intrigued me. So here's my kind of where I see the steps of starting out with in this hobby, right? Obviously, it's fresh water. Something simple as guppies. Oh man, excuse me. Something as simple as guppies at first. And I know people usually say to don't start out too small, which I can totally see that, because if you're not good at the hobby, then you'll kill the fish a good chance if you don't know about doing water changes in a smaller tank, right? So, hey, what's up, Geek Boy? You took down your last saltwater tank in 90 or 91. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Yeah. How long did you have it? How long did you do saltwater? Yeah. Like for me, I don't really see this being a permanent or a long time thing for saltwater. I just, and I'm mainly for just the easy maintenance kind of thing, and the easy maintenance like it was with freshwater. That's just the way I am. I've tried pretty much all of it, like I was saying, starting out, with freshwater like guppies or something, easy fish, tropical fish, right? And then what's the next step? Like for me, I would say it's American cichlids, right? Yeah, for about 5 years. That's okay. That's a good little amount of time, I think as far as, but yeah, I've only been doing the saltwater for, I would say, not long at all. I'm talking like maybe 6 months, and I'm already thinking about, it's so yeah. So like this for me, is how I see like the steps of doing what people, like for the hobby. Um, yeah, I know people find their own path. I mean, that's the good thing about it. But as far as my path, like I'm so quick to try um, the different things, you know, and started out with the guppies, tiger barbs and all the tropical fish, and then I went to the cichlids, and then it's like and then I went to African cichlids. I've had them for a while, but then I sold them, and I kind of miss them now. I might go back to them to get some African cichlids. I really do like those. And then after that, to me, the next step would be like saltwater, like rock, live rock only, and then that with corals. To me, that's like the ultimate step is like having like the reef tank, with all the bells and whistles, and you get to be, like say in a good sized tank. I've done that at least with these with these small ass corals right here. I haven't, where they at right there. Like they haven't gotten big at all, and I'm already, like I said, at the point where I just want to go back to keep this one, and once the 90 gallon, I'll keep those fish. I'm not going to get rid of them. Let them live, their course, or until I seriously have to consider not keeping saltwater and selling them or whatever. But uh, yeah, if I ever cut back on tanks, I'll definitely keep in the 150 with the Oscars and the 65 with the flower horn. So I have a 60. No, I'll move the flower horn from the 65 into the 90 right now if I ever have to. If I ever, sell the saltwater fish downstairs. Let's see, Geek Boy, the old magnum canisters. May was will have been made of mesh. They leak so much. Okay. Huh. Okay. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Oh, let me get a better angle of this. Let me get a better angle. There we go. There we go. I'm kind of surprised Terry's not on. Sometimes I know he likes going on kind of late at night. I catch him on doing his streams. Yes, yes, that is exactly it, Geek Boy. Man, like I'm feeling that too. You know, the fish they are expensive, and mixing the water, all that stuff. I mean, I could see if like say like okay, so I have a neighbor around the corner, and he has one tank, and it's I think it's a 90 or a 100. I can't remember exactly, but it's one of those nice like ones with the white stand. Is like the rimless type of tank, and he's got the full setup with the corals, like are grown, and like he's at the point where he can cut off like frags or something or whatever. But that's his only tank, and he's got this whole setup in his garage with the RO system and everything, and it's pretty sweet. Like he's got the big like plastic containers and stuff, and but I mean that's like the only tank that he's doing. But for me, when I got in this hobby, I think I had that syndrome kick in a little bit, and it was the freshwater tanks first, and uh, I mean, I think I still kind of do have a little bit of that, because I have, like I have, let's see, up here I got 3 tanks in my office, and downstairs I got the 150, which is the freshwater cichlids, uh, the 65, which is just the flower horn. It's a 65 tall. I'd rather put them in something bigger, but and then the 90 is like the one with the tangs and stuff, and the live rock. So that's what I got basically right now, and I just, and it's kind of like this, right? Like this is a Matt. Don't look. So that stands. That's a fish tank stand, right? And I have a 30-gallon just like this in the back seat of my truck. I thought I was gonna need, and I go and I buy this stuff, and so I'm gonna have to sell it again because I really don't actually need it, and I thought I would. So my wife's like, "Why is there a brand new fish tank in the back of your truck?" So I'm just like, because I thought I would need it for, I thought I would need it, but it turns out I didn't. You have a Red Sea tank. They're nice. So okay, yeah, yeah. Not that I can talk, but my 90 and 75 were pricey. Odd shapes cost more. Okay, yeah, yeah. My 90 actually just got, it's just a basic looking 90-gallon with the black, like the, like this right here type thing, right? Um, and I got it from somebody who was selling it. So, does he have a Red Sea tank? Let me see. I don't know if I've ever seen the Red Sea tank. Let me just look that up real quick. Yes, uh, Red Sea tank. Yep. Yes, he does. It looks like he's got the one with the white, like the white stand. Yeah, I think that's what he has. That's what it looks like. Um, I'm looking that up now, and like holy, the Red Sea tanks. It took me to the bulk reef supply website, and holy shit, man! Wow, yeah, you're right. Those things are pretty pricey. They look super nice, though. I'll tell you what. If one tank that I would love to have, and maybe it's just something I want for now, but I would love if I had the room. Um, yeah, they are very nice. I put a drawing in for there's a thing down in I guess Florida called Waterbox, um, and I put like this is a while back. They probably already did the drawing, and I'm sure I didn't obviously didn't win anything, but for one of those tanks, I was like, what the hell. Um, but man, what was I talking about? What was I talking about? I get distracted and really forget what I was talking about. It's happening more and more these days. Yeah, I mean, I just learned about the water box, but their stuff looks pretty cool though. Looks pretty cool. Get a better view of this. I think that Molly's pregnant. I could be wrong. I keep staring at it. Looks like it's boxed off. Yeah, it could be. It could be pregnant. Could be. There we go. Better view. Sort of. But yeah, water box. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I was saying, neighbor, he does have one of those. Yeah, but yeah, that's the only tank that he has, and he's very very knowledgeable about that stuff. But uh, I was getting ready to say what I really wanted was, for now at least, right? Because I never had one of those. Like one of those low boys. I see them and I just think they're super cool. Even if it's like a 50-gallon low boy, right? But it's like, what would I use it for? You know, just think they're really cool, or even a bigger one. But I can see how you could put those in the middle of a room and you can just walk around it, right? But I really don't have, I do have the room, but I can't win that battle. My wife would never let me take the room that I want to do that in because it sucks. Where I live, I don't have a basement because I'm at sea level, and a lot of everybody else has basements, and so that's like a fish room, and I wish that I was able to do that, just dedicate a whole room just with the tanks and that's it. Wish I could do it that way. But I did see one a while ago. Like, sometimes I'll look just for the hell of it, not like I'm gonna actually buy it. But like you ever look on, sometimes I go on Marketplace, like Facebook or anywhere that's selling like fish supplies, and just looking at them, and I tell myself, nah, don't get that. you know. But they would be super cool to have. Yeah, because one of the aquarium stores that I go to, um, in my town, they got like this giant one. Like it's a huge one, and it's a shallow one, but they have full grown. Like I'm talking, like I didn't know sailfin tangs can get that big, right? Uh, and some other saltwater fish that are in there, and they have the stingray, and and it's like I don't know what it was. I thought it was algae eater, or no, 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 no. Algae eater. Uh, some kind of catfish. I don't know, but it was catfish. I don't know what it was, but it was freaking like 2.5 feet, 3 feet long. But I don't know. I just thought that tank was really cool in the middle of the store. Some really crazy looking fish. But oh shit. I'd like to have. Okay, so I'd like to have a good size low boy with a center overflow. That way I could easily wrap the view all around. Right? Yeah, that would be really cool. Exactly. Yeah, that would be probably be my favorite tank if I had one. You said price. Price to one out, and the Red Sea is cheaper. So you're saying you price? Oh, okay. Okay. Cool. So are you talking about a Red Sea lowboy, or does Red Sea make lowboys? I'm sure they do. Lowboy build. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I've never actually built. I built my sump in my 90 gallon, which was I'm proud of myself. First time building a sump. You know, just straight out of a 20 long. Silicone in the baffles, and I think I have the return pump has a little bit too much space in it. I should have narrowed it out a little bit more. Okay, no, the price for 100 plus gallon square low boy with a center flow was more. Oh, okay, yeah, gotcha. Sorry about that. Yes, yep, S. Yep. And I told my wife too. I was like, sometimes I'll drag her to the aquarium store. Just, she likes to see sometimes like the fish or whatever. And I'll be like, yeah, this display one, the big huge one. I'm like, I want to get this in a room where you could walk around it. I mean, obviously way smaller than that one, but something like you were saying, 100+ gallon would be pretty sweet. And I mean, like that legitimately is a centerpiece. Like literally, it's a centerpiece, and I mean that's how I see like my other tanks that they're all normally just against the wall, standard rectangular boxes, right? Um, and so I would, I just kind of treat those the same. More so downstairs because people come in and the first thing they see when they come in is the 150. You know, you said both my bigger tanks are 180 degrees. You okay? The 75 is half round, and the 90 is a peninsula tank used as a room divider. Okay, yeah, I see that. Like I see that. I know several people that do that exact same thing. Have the peninsula tank, and that's something I've never had either. Right? And I just that would be super cool to have too. I think that's really cool looking at it. It's used as a room divider, and the 90 is hard to escape since it needs to look from three sides and it's very narrow, 12-inch wide. Okay. Yeah, something. I think that's something else I'm going to start getting a little bit more into with my freshwater tanks. Is I want to get back into, like better like, scaping, aquascaping, or whatever. Like some live plants and something like that. Because yeah, I get bored after a while just having the same standard tanks, with the same like gravel and the same, and I just like reuse certain fish tank decorations if I tear a tank down and I set it back up for some whatever reason, you know, um, and I'm trying to think of something different that I could do with them. Something different. How's this water coming? Slowly warming up. Slowly warming up. Yeah. I don't know if you heard. I told S, like, he probably heard it a couple times. That heater in there was unplugged. And I went and felt the water, and it was super cold. And I was like, holy shit. And that's my long arm anemone that died because for some reason I have that cord running over to the other wall, and it came unplugged. Normally my heaters are plugged in with the power strip with the other stuff, but yeah, for some reason it came unplugged, and it sucks I lost that thing. Luckily the other fish are still good to go. And yeah, if you notice, I do have a sponge filter in there, and I do have a hang on the back for this 30-gallon. But that's what I got in there, and it works out pretty good. Pretty good. But anyway, so I think it's almost 3 o'clock my time, and I think I'm gonna get off here, and I'll probably be back tomorrow. I know I'll just be watching other people's tomorrow too or whatever, but yeah, because I'm gonna end up getting up in about 4 hours anyway, because I usually get up early. Let's see, that sucks. Most fish. Oh shit! What's up, Terry? Damn, dude, I was just gonna that tank. Yeah, the tank does. That would be so awesome if I had an eel. I'd love to get an eel in this thing. Do the eels eat the other fish? I have no idea. And you know, I was just at the aquarium store the other day. I took my wife there, and I said we should get this eel right here. And you know, I almost got it, but I don't have the right. I don't think I have the right setup for it. So, is that a yes that I could put it with it, or yes that it will eat them? So let me show you real quick here, since I showed them these little guys right here. So this is pretty bare, but I like I was saying earlier, I can't get all like some of the stuff off the bottom, but I just been keeping up with water changes, and you can see them. Can you see squirming down there? Okay, they do eat tank mates. Gotcha. Where they at? Where they at? They're in here. They're in here. They're squirming. The baby angels. I promise you, they're in here. It's just hard to see on this camera. But anyway, my baby angels they're doing pretty well, right? Um, but yeah, it sucks because it's hard to get the stuff out of the bottom. I stir it up and like just try to get whatever's floating with like a net and not make sure I don't get the baby angels, you know. But right, there we go. So yeah, this is the ones. Damn man, where'd they go? I just saw it. Anyway, you know what baby angels look like. But yeah, that's the first one. First one. We'll see how that goes. See how it goes. Oh, Terry. So, you know, I said this a couple times already on the stream, but my heater came unplugged, and my tank went down to like 65 degrees or whatever. Luckily, the fish are okay, but the long arm anemone is in this net, and it died. I lost it. It sucks. Because I had my heater plugged into this extension for some like yeah because I was moving tanks around last week or you know half a week ago or whatever, and it's warming up. I put some you know heaters back on. I put some warmed up some RO water, poured it in there, so they're swimming around. They're doing better. But yeah, oh shit. But what else is going on? We were just talking about those big tanks. The let's see, Geek Boy was talking about yeah, like the Red Sea tanks, and we were talking about salt water, and you know, I think I'm definitely gonna. Uh, it's up in the air if I want to actually keep salt water down the road. It's you know they were saying it's you know I mean I know you said you had salt water. It's just a lot. It seems like it's just you know it's more to keep up with it, right? For making the water and all that whatnot. But yeah. But other than that, not too much else going on. Again, I think I'm not sure if that black Molly's pregnant back there or what, but it kind of looks like it. Sort of, kind of squared off a little bit. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. But those guys are getting pretty big up there. Yeah, it's warming up. It's getting better. Getting a lot better. But But anyway, I was just getting ready to tell them, but I'm gonna cut this short because it's 3 in the morning here, and like I said, I'll be getting up in about 4 hours. That's what I do. You know, I do that. Take the dogs out. I'm a morning person. I can't sleep past 7 anymore. It's crazy. But um, so yeah, I came on here a little bit earlier because I wanted to do a stream all night, but I just didn't get to it until about maybe like how long was I on? Almost an hour now. Okay, so yeah. But anyway, everybody, I'm glad y'all stopped by, and I will catch all you guys probably tomorrow or something. If I think Rico's streaming tomorrow, so I'm sure I'd see y'all on there if you guys stop by there. All right, so take it easy, Terry, S, Eat Boy, and whoever else was on here. I know Patty was on here a long time ago. But anyway, y'all have a good night. All right, I'll see you maybe tomorrow. Later.